Hello everybody, I'm Normulator, and this is Cities Skylines. Welcome in, folks, to the beginning of a brand new city. I've played a lot of Cities Skylines over the years while streaming on Twitch, but this is my first endeavor into gameplay here on YouTube. And I'm looking forward to the new adventure where hopefully I can grow my skills not only as a city builder, but also as a YouTube creator. So I hope you'll enjoy this series, and please, by all means, feel free to provide me with any feedback that you think could help me improve the viewer experience. As far as the map goes, I think I found a really well-crafted map that I believe is going to suit our needs perfectly. The name of the map is Aberdale, and it was created by artytc. For anyone interested, I will be including a link to the map on the Steam Workshop down in the description below. Also, this playthrough will be heavily modded, and it will include lots of assets from the workshop. I'm hoping to have a collection of the mods for this playthrough done up by the time this video releases, and you can find a link in the description for that as well. Now, before we jump into the city building, I want to give you guys a quick breakdown of my overall vision for the city that I want to create in this playthrough. To start, I want to envision an old town that is built up on the back of a strong farming and agricultural industry. As the community grows, I want to establish a nice logging industry and then begin to exploit the beautiful coastlines in order to attract tourists. Finally, my hope in the end is that the city has the feel of a mid-sized college town with a real-life population of perhaps 500,000, a beautiful university campus, and a vibrant downtown. So without further ado, let us begin our journey. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are at the entrance to possibilities where every Cities Skylines playthrough begins, where to go from here. And actually, I should point out, one other thing I wanted to talk about is in this map, as you can see, there's actually 2 entrances that you could actually work with. So you could, if you wanted to, start over here. But I want to start over here. And I have some ideas of what I want to get started on, where I want to go. We are going to be able to get rid of the train tracks, and let's just start by doing that, actually. Now, it is giving me a little bit of extra cash, a little bit of bonus cash. It looks extra 17,000. Pretty cheaty, but we'll take it. Don't tell anybody, and it'll be our little secret. So, as you can see, also we are playing with tons of mods, tons of assets, but I did want to play this series. I went back and forth, but decided I wanted to play with all the unlocking being required. So we're going to go through the normal steps of building a city, all the milestones, and all the things like that. And I think that's the best way to do it. So we're going to be happy about it. So we're going to start out with just our gravel road here. And I wanted to take a look at a couple things here. If we come straight out of here, how much room do we have? Somewhere close to 120. And the idea is in the future, of course, this road's going to come all the way through. It's going to be a major artery that comes down in here and potentially like a downtown area down here, okay? So I don't want to build directly on this, but I do want to use it as the main artery to start our city. So something like this is the beginning. Now you can make a one-way kind of roundabout kind of thingy here, or some people, there's a bunch of different ways you can start a city. But to be honest with you, for the first 2,000 or 3,000 citizens, you don't really need anything all that special. And I'm just going to do a real quick line over here like this. And what I'll probably do is we're probably going to do a little bit of our industrial and stuff up here, and then we'll come down this way. So what I would like to do is we will come down. I'm just trying to think here. We can still go this way. I'm thinking we'll probably put our poopy water down here. And so we will probably carry that way. And then the industrial is probably going to come this way. And I want to have a main drag, if you will, the old town, kind of downtown, the original downtown, if you will, to this city. We'll go something like this, okay? And I think we're going to go with like 14 set blocks. Okay, something like this. like 14 by 10. I kind of like that number. It gives just enough flexibility. Did I do that right? I hope I did that right. Yeah, it gives just enough flexibility so you can, you know, you have enough movement of traffic, but plenty of room for homes. It's not too small, not too big. I feel like that's pretty good. So let's start with that, and we'll have a little bit of commercial along here, and then more residential. We could actually maybe take this out. Let's go with one more like this, and we need 28 that way. That'll be the beginning, at least, of our residential and commercial stuff going this way. Now, off of this direction, we'll probably do the same kind of thing, come out 10, and then we'll come up this way. I don't know. We'll leave ourselves some space, because we're going to need to put a power plant up here, and some of our less desirable things, like trash and stuff like that. So we'll probably run something like that up there. And then we'll have residential here as well, but this is kind of going to be the direction we move in to start with. So I think we're happy with that. Now what we're going to do is, let's go ahead and continue this out this way. The roads carry power, so I don't have to worry about power lines. We still need to, I'm not going to have them carry water, but I'm going to have them carry power. Now, those of you familiar with what's coming in with us in Cities Skylines 2, you will know that power and water were actually going to be carried with roads, which I think is going to be a good thing. I think it's going to be nice to be able to just focus on building cities. I also unpaused the game, by the way. I'm not sure how that happened. Not a big deal. But yeah, I feel like it's a good thing. I feel like that they're going to... I'm going to rise that up a little bit as well. Maybe get this guy here as well. That the you're not going to be bothered, because you know how many times have you laid down a bunch of roads and zoned them up, and then a bunch of stuff people moved in, and all of a sudden, oh, I got to run water pipes, and then you go to run water pipes, and after a while it just gets tiresome. So to be able to just get into building your cities and not having to worry about that and just having it built in, I think that's actually a big win. So I'm happy about it. So we're gonna have power run just like this. Let me just think about where we're doing here. We're gonna have power run on the roads, but not the water pipes. We're gonna lay water pipes one last time with this playthrough, and then we're gonna be happy about it, that we can get rid of it. So power-wise, we're going to come in here. I'm just going to go with coal power plant. It's the basics, you know. It pollutes, but you know, if we're simulating back to the times when you didn't have much other choice, then coal is the answer. So let's throw that in there and be good. Also, we're going to need water things, so we're going to we're just going to have this water pipe here. We'll just use this. I do have some assets that I'm thinking about using later on down the line for getting rid of the bad water, if you will. But I want to just, you know, do the normal things that you do in a typical playthrough. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw this down here, something like that, and that's where the bad water will go. And then we'll hook up the water pipes to that in a minute. And what else? Oh, we're going to need... I have this really nice asset. I'm going to start with this large water pump. Now what I want to do is, you obviously can't put it... this is probably where there's going to be some industrial, so we can't really put it over there. And I don't want it just sitting anywhere. I think I'm going to just maybe back a road off here. Maybe we'll just come off like 10, something like this. And I'm going to go ahead and put this water treatment just like that for now. It's fine. And I could even see myself putting it out at the tip and just kind of, that's just, in fact, you know what, maybe I'll do that right now. I'm just going to put this right here. I think it should be fine. It'll work perfectly fine. And we'll just kind of square it up to the road real quick. And maybe we'll make that like that. How about that? That looks pretty good. So it's actually not a bad visual. It's a nice looking building, although we're not getting the right focus. There we go. It's a nice looking building, and it's, you know, this will be the main drag. You'll see it down there, and it looks kind of cool. And maybe we'll doll it up a little bit later on, but we're not going to worry about that at the moment. we are going to grab some pipes and we'll put them underneath the roads. I'm going to steal the line. I'm not going to steal the line all the time. I'm going to steal the line this time, the first time, from City Planner Plays, who's probably got to be my favorite YouTube creator of City Skylines content. And his favorite thing to say, of course, is we'll put the water pipes underneath the roads where they belong, and of course connected to the drainage. So let's continue to throw the pipes down here like that. You don't want to worry about putting too many of them up like this, and we'll probably go like that, I guess. We've got these overlap more than we probably need to. Probably could get rid of that one and just put it down there, but it's fine, not a big deal. So we got some water, we got some drainage, we got some power, and I think that means we just need some zoning and a little bit of hope that this city will be someday spectacular. Let's go some residential, and let's just carpet bomb. Actually, no. Change my mind. Let's just go like this, and because this is going to be commercial right here, and then this will be the beginning of the residential. So let's just carpet bomb this with residential, and we'll just start with whatever. We'll just do it like this. How about that? I can live with that. Let's unpause it and see what happens. Maybe we forgot something. Is there something super important that I forgot all about? It's possible. It's entirely possible. But we're going to let this go. Let's just speed it up even a little bit and see what happens. Oh! Here we go. We've got some action. Now, one thing to keep in mind, we're just going to see all kinds of random buildings or houses pop up here. And, you know, some of them are going to be nice, some of them are not going to be so nice. There's vanilla stuff mixed in there, all kinds of things. Some stuff that's not going to fit the theme that we eventually want. When we do unlock the districts, I will have a theme that I want to implement, and some really nice mixture of homes that I've taken off of the workshop. And I think it's going to look really nice. It's gonna have kind of an old town kind of feel, and this is kind of what's going to be the old town. And for the most part, when this is kind of finished and we kind of have this looking the way we want it to, I want it to kind of stay that way. I kind of want it to have the character of kind of the original roots of the town. And then once we build up across the river, and, you know, we've got high rises and a downtown and lots of bustling things happening elsewhere, this will still kind of have the heart of the city and just kind of be that place that everybody knows where it began. So I think that's pretty special, and I'm happy about that. That's what I want. That's how I want this city to feel. Okay. Now, we're still losing money, of course. We're going to want to keep spamming stuff down. Let's go. Can we go one more this way and be away from the tracks? You betcha we can. There we go. Perfect. We can move that track later, of course. And that's good. And we're going to go ahead and do a little bit more zoning, allow more people to move in. The more people we can get to move in, the better, of course. And I'm working on, so I've got a nice little theme mix going. I've kind of put together all the things I want it to look like, but I'm still kind of working on exactly where the longitude and latitude is going to be, exactly how much lighting we want, you know, how bright we're going to make this place look. Once there's more buildings in place, it'll be easier, I feel like, to know the right lightings and stuff like that. But yeah, for now we're just gonna have to live with it the way it is. Now we are having some demand for some industrial here, and so I'm going to go over here, and that's 10 across. Yeah, let's just bump in here, and let's just throw in some industrial so these people have a place to work. That makes total sense. Always nice to have a job. So once we do that, we will then be able to get more people in. We'll demand for everything will line up. Just finish off this little bit of commercial here. Now you'll see, you might be wondering, okay, why are you not drawing a road here? The reason why is because this major artery is coming in here, and you don't want to have a lot of intersections with a major throughway. Now, right now, it doesn't really matter, of course. There's not any place for this traffic that to ever go, so it wouldn't be a problem. But, you know, you could kind of feel it out in the future, like, we're not going to want, like, potentially we might have a road here come to a dead end, but you're not going to want every single road coming down here and touching this, because eventually this might be a freeway or an 8-lane boulevard or something like that, right? And you're not going to want necessarily every single thing to be connected. So this would be a major thing, and maybe we'll put like I said, maybe we'll put a roundabout in here at some point. That's a possibility. It won't live there forever, like I said, but you know, people like the roundabouts. You can't do a farewell city to City Skylines and not throw a roundabout in. I don't think that would just be crazy. Maybe a few more jobs like this. Got some places for people to move in. We could lay out some more roads potentially, although we're losing a lot of money here. I kind of want to get that. You know what we could do too, and I always forget to do this. We can go into the budget. We're spending all kinds of money on power and don't need, and water for that matter, and don't need all of it. So we could even turn down the roads, but that's fine. That's fine for now. That'll start to save us a lot of money. And as people move in, oh, okay, maybe I was wrong. Okay, there we go. So maybe, I don't know. That's weird. It never said that there was a shortage of electricity, but apparently there was an issue where there was, I don't know. We'll chalk it up to City Skylines things. Now you can see there's some pollution pumping out here. I do have the ability to get rid of that. I don't know why. Let me check. Options. We have hide it. And those should be not visible. With that being said, sometimes you have to come in here and like click and unclick stuff sometimes. Yeah, there you go. I think that does it. Yeah. So that it just has to, like, you know, it wants a little love. The mod wants a little love. It wants to know that you appreciate what it's doing. You go in there, you just give a little couple taps, and it's all happy. More commercial, it looks like we can get away with. I think I want to leave these open, because potentially you might want to have a road come down here, even if it's a dead end. You know, it's potentially anyway. I don't know. We'll see. But we can always fill it in later if we want. But for now, we're going to leave it open. A couple more commercials for when that's needed. More residential is going to be needed as well. I do want to be careful. The money's getting a little bit better. It's close to breaking even, but we don't want to throw down too many roads, because I was a little bit... I was a little bit zealous with the roads. But progress must be made. I guess we could also... Now, the one thing I want to do, and I'm not going to worry about it necessarily today, because it's something I need to experiment with a little bit as well, but I want to make sure, and then you can see here I'm going to need it eventually. This is a nice home, actually. It's got the pathway going both ways. And so does this one. Okay. But I think this is the front of this one, at least. I want to have some major roads, like this would be a collector, right? So there's going to be, eventually you could foresee a lot of traffic funneling to this major road in order to get to here. And so I don't want to have a lot of things fronting on it. So for instance, even this, I would want to have like, everything kind of facing this way, not onto that road. So this is some adjustments I'll be able to make. Not necessarily now, but in the future, is kind of a finagle thing so that they're facing here. And what you can do with that is you can mess around with the zoning, so you can basically de-zone this way, and I'm hoping that'll work anyway. And then we can have the zoning be effective this way, so that everything will build onto these kind of local roads, if you will, and then they won't bother the collectors of where everybody would going. So you could imagine in the future this might be a super busy road, and you really want your driveway pulling out onto a super busy road when it could just pull onto a little local road here, and then get out that way. So that's kind of the idea there. Now, we are close to breaking even. Still got plenty of money, and I think we got all kinds of demand for living the good life in this city. So we're going to go ahead and throw down some more roads. Let's just do something like this. This will do the trick. That's weird. What happened to our zoning right here? Hello? Pause. I guess I don't need to pause, but I'm a little bit confused as to why I did that. Come out. Maybe, oh, you know what I might have done? It might have snapped. You know what I'm going to do? This is driving me nuts. It might have accidentally snapped as I clicked it to something off that railroad, trying to line up that way. And I think it kind of just ever so slightly tilted the angle of this so it wasn't perfectly square. And I mean, yeah, I don't really need the money, but we'll go ahead and we'll get rid of some of that stuff just so it's out of the way. And not bothering us. It won't let us delete this one, I don't think. We could just move it, grab that node, and just pull it back out of the way. It's just so that it's not annoying us until we can actually get rid of it completely. And, of course, if we're not going to zone, what's the point of having done anything at all? Let's like this, and this. What the heck, just like that. Now, actually, I do want to have some parks. So I want to make sure that, especially, you know, when we've got some low density action going on, and you could imagine this community kind of growing a little bit slowly over time, that the forethought is brought in to have a lot of parks and stuff. You know, we'll eventually get to like some schools and services at some point out in here, but I want to make sure that we're taking the time to say, okay, we're going to want to park here, we're going to want to park there, that kind of thing. So potentially maybe along here, somewhere in here, we'll provide some parks, maybe something down in here, but oh, I better unpause it so things can happen. But yeah, that's something that we can take a look at down the road. I do want to kind of speed things up a bit. We have the money, and want to make sure we make lots of progress in this debut episode for the series. So let's just keep things trucking along here. A little bit more commercials, not gonna hurt anybody. Oh, there we go. Let's go ahead and just drop that in there like that. We could actually, you know, actually let's go like this. And let's just throw one down over here. So we're going to want some commercial on this side of the road as well. And this is going to be a really nice main drag boulevard. Really, really nice. I got some interesting ideas that could make it look really nice in the future. And also, like I mentioned, actually have two, you know, quote unquote old town themes that I want to use for the districts. And I think you're going to like them. It actually has kind of a nice old town kind of feel to them. Now, like I said, we're going to have to live with water pipes. I almost forgot the water pipes. We're going to have to live with it for right now, just having unusual looking mixes of stuff, you know. You know, you got a Wendy's here, and then some old-timey stuff here, and then this is a vanilla Big Bite kind of thing going on there, and a big gas station, and auto parts. Like, this stuff is not going to be the kind of commercial that we're going to see living on this street eventually. So that will be fine. More industrial is required. We've got to make sure people have jobs. Let's just go ahead and throw some more in there. And let's just go ahead and do, let's go like this. Do something like that. Super gritty. Now, exactly what we do in terms of industrial in the future, like the overall plan, like way down the line, is probably like industrial use along here, and then, you know, major industrial corridor potentially somewhere along here where there's rail. We'll have the rail kind of maybe scooch in behind this a bit more, and then create a major rail connection down to a harbor, like an industrial harbor. So that's kind of the plan. So maybe this could eventually, you know, it's hard to say if we'll fill this all the way up to here and make it connect in too much, but it'll probably be some sort of an old town industrial kind of thing. Now, of course, we've got a lot of vanilla stuff here, and industrial always looks kind of ugly, but potentially, if we do kind of keep this here, we might go ahead and put a theme together for the industrial for this area as well, and have some assets that kind of look a little bit old-timey, if you will, and belong in the space. But for now, I don't have it, but we'll live with it, and we'll make decisions like that in the future. So, yeah. Speaking of the future, You can expect, hopefully, once I get into a routine, I'm hoping to be able to do at least 2 episodes per week, potentially, tentatively, Wednesdays and Fridays release of episodes for this series. And I want you to get involved. I want you to drop some comments down below. Let me know what you think about the series. If there's any assets, things like that you want to see used. If you're seeing anything I'm doing that you disagree with, if you're wondering what the heck I'm doing, then please, by all means, let me know. Talk to me. Let's get that engagement going. It helps not only because we can get to know each other on a personal level, but it'll also help with the YouTube algorithm, because whenever you hit the like button and drop a comment, ooh, hello, little Hamlet. There we go. That's going to give us medical clinic. I got interrupted. I was in the middle of my spiel. The game doesn't appreciate that. Medical clinic, elementary school, landfill, recycling center if you want it, and some schooling options here. We got some different assets and stuff that can mix in here. So those are things we can set up now. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, YouTube likes it when you communicate with me. So communicate with me. Give me the thumbs up. Drop some comments and make me happy. I think I want to drop a road right here. Something like this. And potentially there's going to be a park somewhere in here like this. Now, somewhere over here, this road's going to come here like this, right? It's going to come over here. I want, like, maybe every other one. Whoop, hello? Why is that? Okay, looks like it's alright. I want every other one of these roads going this way to be like a kind of a boulevard-looking collector idea. And then we will go something like, I don't know. I'm thinking somewhere out here we're going to want a spot to put schools. I'm actually going to pause it real quick so that I don't have to worry about it, because there's things that the city wants. I've screwed something up here, haven't I? I have screwed something up. Whoops. I did not... I was wondering why this wasn't adding up. Oh my god. I have to fix the things. Okay, so there we go. I think I got everything fixed. I was too busy trying to entertain you guys, and I failed in my responsibilities to take care of the city, and I apologize. Up here, we're gonna need a landfill. We're gonna grab that guy in here. Again, you know, there's other things you can throw recycling centers down and stuff, but landfill feels real, right? That was a tough one to say. Landfill feels real. Because you would have a landfill. That's what you'd do. And there's no point in denying that. So let's make a landfill and be happy about it. We're also, like I said, we're going to try and do something with schools. And I'm trying to kind of make it central, right? Like, this is going to be residential here in this general area. And so somewhere in here kind of makes sense. So let's draw our roads out so that they kind of give us what we need. So we're going to come over here another 10. So let's draw a road like that. And I think that's probably pretty good. So maybe somewhere in here we can put the schools. What do you think? Yeah? I think that's right. So let's start by grabbing a school. Now, there's lots of different schools you can use, and I've picked one up off the workshop that I really like, and it's pretty reasonable. It's 25,000, cost 160 a week, 750 capacity, and yeah, I just really like the way it looks. And I'm just gonna throw it here on a road like this, something like, let's go there. And you can't really see it. The lighting, yeah, there you go. That's a pretty good shot. OCB Elementary School. It looks pretty nice. Got a little bit of upfront parking here. And, whoa, there's something wrong with my mouse. There we go. Yeah, a little bit of, we can detail this up. we'll be able to make all kinds of options for how to make this look better down the road. But elementary school activated. Let's unpause it. Garbage taken care of, elementary school taken care of. We're gonna need some healthcare as well. And potentially somewhere along the same region. You know, I have a general idea of the plan, of course, that I want to do. And, we're going to need water pipes. And we'll do it like this. And I guess we'll come across here like this, because we don't have the ability to come across there. This will work just fine. So, yeah, like I said, I kind of have a vision of like the elementary and high school being kind of here, okay? So that's kind of the plan. And then we would have elementary, high school, and then potentially like a park in behind this school, the elementary school. Of course, you're gonna want a little place for the kids to play before and after school. And so, wait, these are too long. These are supposed to be 14. What have I done? 8. So we need another 6. I think that does it, right? Yep. So if we come over here like this, link this up, the grids should all make sense. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. All right. So if this is going to be, let me just throw a road down here. Let's make it 14 so we don't screw up again. And let's just throw down a clinic. Well, we're short on money. Ooh, we're spending a lot of money on all these roads and stuff. So we are going to wait until we have the money. We are a little ways away, so we can maybe speed the game up a little bit. Okay, so we've been speeding things along, and we are now a worthy village. And that's going to bring in districts, which is going to be nice. We're going to be able to implement our district theme and start to see the stuff look the way we want it to look. And we're going to be able to, well, we don't really need the loans, as far as we know, although knock on wood, right? It says that we can do forestry and stuff here now, but you actually need to wait one more milestone, because you need the ability to make the industry areas before you can actually do the stuff we want to do. And we do want to do the agriculture stuff. And yeah, we'll be able to do police stations and fire stations and things like that, so we'll get that going as well. I did notice here we're going to need a little bit of water. The industry is sad right now, so we'll go ahead and do that. We've got some water going down here now, and we are kind of rolling in the dough, so to speak. $36,000 is plenty to build the elementary school that we are looking to build. No, sorry, I screwed up. I was like, I had the wrong number. I don't think it's 36,000. I was looking to build, I'm sorry, we already built the elementary school. Brain fart. We just needed to build a little clinic. Now, which one do we want? There's a few different options here. I guess we could just go ahead and build this one to start with. I never thought to actually look. This is perfectly fine. Maybe a little bit modern for the times. Maybe I can find a medical clinic on the workshop that could potentially fit the theme a bit better. Although even I guess, I mean, when you think about it, I suppose this the elementary school is a little bit modern looking as well. So we'll have to live with that a little bit as well. But yeah, the elementary school and the elementary school is the one I want. If anybody has any suggestions on a nice clinic that potentially could fit a little bit more old-timey style, you know, who knows? Maybe we'll just live with this. It'll be fine. We're going to be perfectly happy with it. I'm sure it'll be just A-okay. If they're saying they want more jobs, I don't want to have too much industry here. Because... Oops, did I screw that up? I did. Because I do want to have the agriculture be a big source of jobs around here, and I don't want it to be a massive industrial area up here. But we'll continue to add as they require, because I mean, people got to work, right? People aren't going to want to move into a city if there's no jobs available. People move around the world in the ways they do because they want opportunity, right? Whether it's an opportunity to see different parts of the world, live in a different culture, but ultimately they're going to want to be able to make some money. Unless they've got more money than they know what to do with, then that's an entirely different story, and my point is moot. But we want our citizens to be productive members of society, and that means getting a job and providing for your family. So there we go. Things are moving along pretty good, making good money, and we've got our elementary school. Now we do need some fire and police protection before these people lose their minds. And I have a couple of different options. Let me pause this. So we have this one here, and I feel like it's a little, maybe it's a little modern looking. This guy here is a little bit more, this is a local fire station. And I think I'm going to just plop this one in here. I think I'm going to just plop that one in there. This looks like something that you'd have in this kind of era, in this kind of town. It's not like a big modern downtown kind of police station, right? So I think that's pretty good. And I like that one. Now, I don't know if I have an equivalent to that on the police station side of things. What is this? Oh, this is just a vanilla guy. That's pretty big. I think all I have for the most part is vanilla. What is this? Industrial Park entrance. Okay, that's under the police for some reason. Let's see. This one here is fine. It's a little bit on the bigger side. I'm gonna throw this down for now. It's a little bit extravagant for the area, especially compared to this. Maybe I'll take a look around. If anybody has, again, throw some comments down below. You can join my Discord. Throw the information in there if you want. I'd be curious to see if anybody knows. Oh, look at that. Look at that detail. It's got a little vending machine back there in the pack. That's pretty cool. Well done asset. If something along this feels for a police station, I'd be curious to hear your options. You know, like 10 police cars is a lot for this community. 1,000 people. Literally a car for every one in 100 people. And it just feels a little bit better. Like, you know, you've got 2016. That's cool. Maybe we can get some vehicles. That's actually an idea I have for a potential episode sometime in the future, is to embrace automobiles, maybe get some cool dealerships going and completely revolutionize the cars that are being driven around our city. Maybe get rid of some of this vanilla stuff that we see. Yeah, that's something we can do in the future. Be curious to hear your thoughts on assets for that as well. So, the city's still going, like I said. We've got the fire, we got the police. That's going to make them happy. Is there anything else we needed to do to make the people happy? I don't think so. Things are going along pretty good. We don't have the ability to do parks yet, so we can continue to zone things out. We can... What are we making? Not making a ton of money. We threw down these, and these are costing us money. So what was a significant surplus is now kind of grin and bear it a little bit. Things are going to continue to go up there. The extra services are going to allow some places to elevate their. Oh, I know what we can do. They'll be elevate. That's a word. They'll be able to elevate their level with the additional services provided. But what I would like to do is start making some districts. So let's start with this, and let's paint a district right here. Maybe the brush size smaller would be okay. So let's go just like this, and we're going to paint a commercial district. Just like this. It's called Dean Park. Another thing that I want to do I'm full of ideas, guys. Full of ideas. So one idea I had was potentially to name some streets and stuff like that, especially major streets. If people have any ideas for those. But also like districts and stuff like that. Anybody want to name the Old Town Commercial District, the old downtown area? Go ahead and drop a suggestion in the comments down below, and we'll pick the best one you got. And yeah, it's another thing harkening to my favorite YouTube content creator in the City Skylines world, City Planner Plays. He loves to name all the streets, and he takes suggestions. So I'm not going to have nearly the audience he does, so we're not going to have nearly as many ideas, but drop as many as you can. It's an easy way to help with some engagement, and we'll have some fun things happening with the names. Now, what I want to do is we want to come into here, and we want to go to Styles, and if we look here, we've got Old Town Commercial and Old Town Residential. So we're going to start here, and we're going to save this up. And so, oh wait, whoa, pause. I almost screwed up, guys. Okay. Ooh, I almost forgot on a crucial part. And that is that we can't do it all once. If we do it all once, then we're going to be in trouble. We're just going to do this like just a few at a time. Because they're all going to despawn, and then we're going to just completely run out of... We have nobody doing commercial. So we'll just allow a few of them to despawn, respawn as part of the theme, and go with that. And at the same time, we'll be able to do something similar. I don't know. I mean, since we're here, we'll start right here. Let's go ahead and do this block just like this. And again, I'm going to need a theme. Briar Rose Heights. It's not a terrible name, but I'm sure you guys can come up with something better. Let's go ahead and click on this and go Styles, and we'll go with the Old Town Residential. Just like that. And you'll start to see some of the things. Now, like this one, for instance, here, I believe is actually part of it. So that one won't even despawn. This one, I think, might be as well. But the rest of these, yep, poof, gone. The rest of these are all going to go. And I'm not going to go ahead and delete them myself. They'll despawn in their own time and then redo. We've got lots of residential demand, so they will easily be able to pop back up. You can see another one popping back up here already. So that won't be a problem. And we'll see the same thing kind of happening here with the commercial. And then as we'll just slowly, as things go along, maybe we'll just turn it up a couple of notch. Well, one notch. We'll turn it up to notch number 2. And we will allow some of this stuff to happen. And we'll continue to monitor all of our stuff. We got money coming in at a decent clip. And we'll just continue to expand our districts as... Oh, these ones actually did despawn. So I was just curious. Maybe those weren't. I mean, obviously they weren't, but I thought they were. But yeah, a lot of really nice stuff. Like, they're not all the exact same kind of idea. These are very similar here, as you can tell. I really like this kind of old... This is just reminds me of an old house that I would have seen, you know, growing up in kind of an older village. And it just feels really nice. So there's a mixture. You got some of this old-timey feel, and then something, you know, still kind of, you know, a little bit more modern, but still kind of fits the realm. Now these are, of course, these are all level 1, so these are going to continue to grow up and become better things. And there'll be more variety as well, so that's perfectly fine. Let's go ahead and expand that district like this. Bing, bang, boom. Go like that. Maybe we can do the same thing over here. Get a couple more of these doing their thing. The downtown district, and again, this really nice building, but it's facing the wrong way. I want to make sure eventually that we have these facing in the correct orientation onto the street, but we're not going to worry about it at this moment. The main feature here is door to door. Sorry, wall to wall. That's the term I was looking for. We want a wall to wall feel. I really like this building, by the way. I've always been a fan of that one. You might lock a couple of those in at level 1. The wall-to-wall feel is what we're essentially looking for. The modern business type stuff is just not going to fit in. Anything that's wall-to-wall is what we're going to be needing. So some of this stuff is actually going to fit in the theme perfectly fine. Just like that. You know what? I'm going to speed up to speed 3. And that way we can get a lot of this stuff done that much faster. Get the districts going. Make things look the way we want them to look. Even faster. Okay, so you can see here that we've started to make a lot of progress. In fact, we've completely done the commercial area and are starting to spawn in even more zoning. I'll do another one here. Why not? And you can start to see the theme really take shape. And again, everything's not pointing in the right direction, and we could definitely do some slight maneuvering to make it look a little bit better. Certainly variety will come into play once we get to level 2s. But lots of stuff that feels like it's all part of the same generation, if you will. And same with the residential. Made lots of progress here. You can start to feel like, you know, the homes, they have a good fit, you know, they just feel right. The size is good, the nice sized yards, the consistency of the trees that are spawning in with these is really great. I'm not a big fan of some of these bushes. We're going to probably do some bob on those. You can use the bob mod to get rid of some of this stuff. So you can come in here and grab this bush and just make it so it does not spawn. And that asset will no longer ever have that particular bush, which is pretty nice. So we'll probably do that with all of these at some point, but I'll do that, you know, not on a YouTube video. We'll do something I'll do off screen and get rid of some of that stuff. Now we do have some more work to do on the districts for the residential, and so I'm just going to go ahead and grab another section here. Hey, we did it! Turning it up to speed 3 works. Nice. So we got the tiny town, and that means we're going to be able to do industrial areas. That's going to mean farming. We are going to be able to do, I think this includes high schools. It includes parks, which is one of the things we wanted to do. And is high schools the next one, maybe? I don't know. There's all kinds of stuff here. Yeah, here we go. High schools. I thought high schools was in here. So I wanted to introduce you to, real quick, before we go, I wanted to introduce you to the high school that I had in mind. It's a really nice high school. Like most really nice assets, it's a King Leno asset. He does incredibly good work. Hey, that's not to say there's not lots of other people making really, really nice works. But this particular one that we're talking about today is... I'm going to have to find it here. Where is it? Is this it? This is it. Yeah, this is it. And this actually comes with some extra pieces. I'm just going to put that there for now. This actually comes with some extra pieces that we'll be able to add into this. Okay? And we'll be making these elementary schools and high schools and stuff looking a little bit better in the future, but we want to throw that down right now. And we also have parks. So we want to take a look at some parks. I have tons of parks and stuff in here. Almost too many. I almost feel like I need to pare them down a little bit. But for now, let's find some homes for some of these parks. And let's see. There's the dog park here. Everyone loves a dog park. Who doesn't like a doggy, right? My doggy's laying on my feet right now as I speak. Alright, so we're going to just go to the dog park in here. I'm going to say it wants to go here. And then we have a little bit more space here, so we have some other options. I want to have this large playground. Actually, what I need to do is I need to throw a road on the back of this. let's just come over like, let's come over 20 just so we've got it out of the way there. And I want to have a play. I think there's a large playground we want that goes in here. It's in here like this. Is it the large? That's the dog park. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, this is the one here. Yeah, that's it. So you could do a little bit of finagling, but that basically just blends in perfectly right there, right? That looks really nice. That completes that school quite well already. So it's looking pretty good. And then in here, we have the idea. Now maybe it actually could spread it out a little bit more, because when you do click on that for leisure, this should help out these guys a bit. This is going to be fantastic in here. Maybe it could have been something down in here more, but we could always do something. Yeah, no, this is fine. I think this is fine. We're going to do a park in here. Again, I want to have lots of nice green spaces for the people. Money's going a little tight. The high school was a little steep. Small playground. Let's get another small playground, I think. Or actually, we have the big playground there. Let's go a small. Wait. Oh, it's not as small as you think. And it actually... I was going to say it fits perfect, but it doesn't fit perfect. Not as small as you might think. How big are these lots? Those are 4x4s. Okay, I'm gonna pull a little mulligan. And I'm sorry, I just stole another term from our guy. We're gonna go ahead and do this. We're gonna pause it real quick so we don't lose everything. Oh, it already did it for us. Okay, perfect. So we got that. It's a really nice park, actually. I like it a lot. And we'll have these. We'll get a couple houses here, and there'll be lots more leisure happiness going on there. This is gonna do a number of things. Obviously, it's gonna make the place look a little bit more real. And we're gonna need a park over here as well. It's gonna make the place look a bit more real because you do have those kind of walking areas that people do desire in their communities. But the other thing it's going to do is it's going to allow allow these homes to bump up a level, because they're going to have yet another amenity. We're going to have a high school in here. We're going to have more. There's going to be lots of bump ups here. The doggy park there. Who doesn't want to live next to the doggy park? Hello? Although, actually, I take that back. I take that back entirely. I would not want to live next to a dog park. I love taking my. In fact, I just got back from the dog park not long before I started recording this footage with my dog, and I drive there. It only takes about maybe 5 or 6 minutes to get there, but it's a drive worth having, because having a dog park right next door would probably be annoying, because you'd probably be hearing a lot of barks and a lot of traffic all day long. More residential still needed. Let's try to wrap this up by quickly incorporating more of this. Kind of want to get this done before we get out of here, and maybe a little bit more commercial zoning. Let's go ahead and finish this block off here like that, and finish this residential off here like that. What's our population at? 1502. Okay. And I would imagine we're going to keep this open because we might have some more like death services and a few other things like that we might want to end up putting in here as well. So we want to leave those options open there. Oh, I screwed up. Okay, it's fixed. Sorry. I was about to connect this road across here and I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. We've got an elementary school and high school over here. Potentially some more services can fit in this block here. We're going to have some more residential switching over. Okay, so we have transitioned all of our residential. Well, it's getting there anyway. It's just... I just went ahead and bit the bullet and finished it off. And this district will actually probably just grow to be massive, actually, if we're being honest. But... We bit the bullet. We did all the transitions. We're going to get a little more fluctuation in our population, but the transition will be complete. And let's just take one little look here. We've got a lot of variety. Of course, got some level 2 stuff action happening here now. And with some of these assets, the level 2 is the same as the level 1. It's basically just a version that pays a little higher taxes, which is anything we're going to click on. And you know what I forgot to do? You guys forgot to remind me. A long, long ago, many, many milestones in the past, we had the ability to adjust our taxes. And I forgot. So we've cost ourselves lots of money. Look at that. All of a sudden making an absolute fortune. We never really had any serious financial problems, so it's not really a big deal. If anything, that's probably the Cities Skylines gods getting us back for all the free money that we got from deleting our railroad. So I think we're going to call that the end of episode 1, folks. I think we're doing pretty good so far, despite a couple hiccups. We did manage to accomplish everything that we were hoping to, so I'm going to call that a win. And I also got to say, I'm really excited to be back playing Cities Skylines. I'm excited to be building this new city with you guys. It feels really good. So thank you so much for taking the time to tune in and watch. It really does mean a lot, so thank you for that. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. I'm planning 2 episodes a week for the series, and you're not going to want to miss out on any of the excitement as we continue to grow this city. So thank you for that. Also, I'm hoping to find as many Cities Skylines fans here on YouTube as I can, so if you enjoyed today's episode, please be sure to click that like button and drop a comment down below so we can kickstart the conversation about the Farewell City that we got going on here. I want to hear what you guys think about how the city looks so far, and I want to hear suggestions on anything you want to see in the future. For now, please be sure to take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next time.